Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you are doing well. How is everybody doing? Alright, we got Mr. Peabody in here. We got Scrub Daddy, Cash Rocks, Jason Clark. Cyclone is here. Awesome. Awesome. I think I saw Logan in here earlier. Ethan is here. Anthony Franklin is here as well. Fantastic. Tina is also here. Hello everybody. Greta is here. The trivia queen is indeed here. Hello. How is everybody doing? Let's see. Some about audio. Audio should be fine because it's coming through on my end. I've changed no settings on my audio, so you might just need to refresh your stream or possibly turn up your volume. Hola peeps, driving through OKC. Sounds good. Mex, I don't like Australian Rose Tico pointing the gun at the stream that way. Well, Rose Tico is going to stay there for the entire stream. Peabody, what is up? Yes, Lost Soldier and Cyclone, father-son duo in the chat. Always great to see y'all here. Super is here. Hello, Super. How are you? Mr. Pete needs 400. Mr. Pete, have you not reached 400 yet, man? Oh, you're so close. So close. Johnny 5, what is up? I waited 22 hours for the stream. Yeah, so I actually, when I put the event up yesterday and when I posted the link on Twitter, I decided to just periodically check in because people just always tend to get in a little bit early. And sure enough, there were people who were there early, and it was quite funny, the fact that there were so many people like chatting saying, oh, I can't wait for the stream to start. And it was like, it's starting in a day. So you're kind of here a little too early. But we are here. We're going to be starting the movie probably in about 25 minutes or so. Give a few more people a little bit more time to jump on. But we are going to be watching. So, again, if you have or you own a copy or you want to rent a copy of Wizard of Oz, that is a movie that we're going to be watching together tonight. If you've not been a part of our streams before, we just watch the movie together. I look at the chat every now and then to answer any questions or to talk about anything, but mainly we're watching the movie. And so this is obviously a classic film. We have Greta in the chat once again. She's probably going to be watching the Blu-ray that she won from one of my giveaways that I was able to give to her. So I'm sure she's happy to have that Blu-ray. But yeah, she's going to be giving us a lot of trivia throughout the night. Let's see what we got here. Jason Clark says, hey, Odin, can't watch the movie with you, but got my thumbs up for support. Well, Jason Clark, thanks anyway. And again, even if you can't watch the movie, again, I'm still going to be trying to interact with the chat as much as I possibly can. Tina, Valkyrie, Stephanie may be running late this evening. That is no problem. Greta, get to use my new Blu-ray. Thanks to absolutely no problem. Scrub Daddy, what is your favorite band of all time? Jethro Tull. Of all time, Jethro Tull is easily my favorite band. Mex, how many times are we going to have to tell you don't don't let her get behind the wheel, don't give her a taser, don't take her to Canobite. It's a very good point, Mex. It's a very good point. Oh, Rose, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Rose is fine. Rose is fine, guys. I mean, Rose. She was just a misunderstood character in The Last Jedi. Everything's going to be fixed in episode. Don't worry, everything is going to be fixed in episode 9, and it's going to be fantastic. Episode 9 is going to be the greatest Star Wars movie ever, and you know what? It's just going to be amazing, and so it's going to be fantastic. All right, let me leave the stream for a second. I just need to share this on Twitter one more time so that people actually know that we are now actually live and not yesterday. Women's Equality Day. Why do I feel like they're just making up new days for everything? It's National Dog Day, Women's Equality Day, rest in peace, Neil Simon, gun control. Dear Lord, there's so many things going on in the world. It's just crazy. Let's see. We are live. But no, seriously, like I feel like every day there is some new random holiday that's been created. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. It just does not make sense. It's like, why do we have to have days? Why can't we just live our lives to the very best that we can and try and create the change that we want to see? Instead of just going on Twitter and saying, oh, it's like, how about instead you go out and make the change? If you think that there's something wrong in the world, go make the change happen. Obviously, do it peacefully. Don't hurt anybody, but make the change happen. I don't understand why. But anyway, since we are starting, I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, so one person was not a very nice guy. Someone faked becoming a patron member just to get shouted out. So I do not appreciate that at all. But the real patrons I want to give a huge shout out to. So Adam Shawhan, Castellan Fry, Dave Bob, Enrique Evangelista, Inflamed Wood, Jeffrey Toon, Matthew Kadish, Sly Jones, the DJD Show, those two ball guys, and Tina B. Thank y'all so much. In fact, we have 2 people missing from what I see, so that always makes me upset. Like, guys, don't become a patron member. Don't click on the link if you're just gonna like fake it. Like, that's just not cool, man. That's just not cool. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Johnny 5 says it's also topless day apparently, where women are allowed to show. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, and it's so funny because they say like you're gonna respect this now, right? It's like most men aren't, because most men have testosterone, and so yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, like, it's just so counterintuitive when you actually break things down. Next, in Portugal, they did away with the traditional names of the week and replaced them with the first day, second day, etc. Interesting. Mr. Peabody says, National Crack of My Butt Day. Scrub Daddy says, what is your opinion of the falling prices of gold around the world and the implications it has on superpowers such as the USA or China? Interesting, Scrub Daddy. So something tells me that you're probably someone that I see on a regular basis, just based on the nature of the question. That's a very deep question. I have no opinions on the price of gold. I think that the markets will always tend to shift, and we kind of have to deal with it as we do, and try and elect politicians that we think are going to do the best by us and by the people around us. Super says, oh, no, this is random, but did you see the IndieWire article that said Black Panther was pushing for Best Picture? The article straight up said Feige was making a big investment. Doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't surprise me, because now that, especially that they've created a category that it's guaranteed to be nominated in, they're going to make a push for it. And at this point, too, the Academy is kind of put into a bind, because now they've been called out saying, oh, you only created this so that you could basically make an excuse never to nominate these superhero films. And so now they're going to have this push within the Academy probably to say, oh, well, we need to prove that that's not the case. And guess what that film is going to be? Guess what the first superhero film that's going to break through is going to be? It's going to be Black Panther, because of politics. And it's stupid. Trick Dude says, what happens if I use naughty username on Kahoot? You will get in trouble. So do not use naughty nicknames on Kahoot ever. Mr. Pete says, how about Female Dog Day? I see what you did there. Stephanie B is here. Hey, what is up, Stephanie B? How is it going? Scrub Daddy agrees. Anthony Franklin says, Odin, I hope they don't do a National SJW Day and the world will come to a messy end. But you see, they don't like that term. They don't like that phrase. They find that as an insult, even though it's explaining what they are. I mean, again, it's not like using a really bad word to degrade an entire race, for example, even though that they think for some reason that it's equivalent to that. It's just explaining what they are. Social justice warrior. It's someone who's pushing for social justice politics by trying to shove it down people's throats. I'm sorry, but it's a perfectly descript category, in my opinion. All right, Mr. Pete says, hey, hello, it's me, blog. Hello. Yeah, politics should just not be, I mean, if it's a movie that's if it's a documentary, or if it's a film it's like about a historical event, that's when you can have politics, because that's when you expect. When I go to that movie, I expect to see that. But if I'm just going to watch Black Panther, if I'm going to watch any mainstream film, if I see that, I'm sorry, but I have no interest in getting preached to. Star Wars Dad, what up from swampy Florida? What is up, Star Wars Dad? Always great to have you here. Johnny 5, hello, Johnny 5, how are you? Also, for my guys watching, especially my regulars, is the fan messing with the sound at all? Please let me know. Can you hear the fan? Is the fan bothering you in any way? Please let me know. Mex, gotta go. I'll try to jump back on later, enjoy the movie. Well, thank you, Mex, for stopping by. Always great to have you here. Yeah, these nights tend not to be the most popular. Also, doing them on Sundays probably isn't the wisest of moves, but you know what? It works for me, and it works for the people that actually want to, usually the people who want to watch the movie. Does not hear the fan? Perfect. Fantastic. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be, because usually, like, this microphone, if I even, like, back away from it, it starts to, like, shut down, so I kind of have to be close to it in order to be heard, so it makes noise cancellation a little bit easier. Tina cannot hear a fan at all. Mr. Pete is good. Johnny Five. It's Monday for you, Johnny Five. But for a lot of the people that listen, it is still Sunday. Watched full JFK the other night. That movie was full of politics. Yeah, that's the reason why anything that has Oliver Stone attached to it is a movie that I'm just not interested in, because he tends to put politics in all of his movies, and it's just not something that I'm interested in. Let's see. Johnny Five says 12. It's 12 a.m. Damn. Ethan, Sunday fun day indeed. Sunday fun day. Yeah, Namatha says, everything Last Jedi will be fixed. Holdo will find in space with a download copy of the enemy main computer. It was her plan all along. Gotcha. Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen at this point. Super. They hate the term SJW because the part of the right has coined it. Very funny insult. Some of them try to own it and be proud of it, like the B word, but it's just cringy. I know. It's like, don't be offended by a word that's just describing what you are. And also, don't call every single person alt-right when that's not describing who they are. The alt-right is a specific group that actually calls themselves the alt-right. If you just call anyone that disagrees with you and your politics alt-right, again, you lose the meaning of the word, which is why people who call others or describe others, maybe even accurately so as SAW, need to be careful. You always need to be careful with how you define your terms, because if you overuse a term, it starts to lose its meaning. It's the same reason why everyone's throwing around, especially on the left, they throw around things like racist and sexist, and it's like, okay, well, if you throw those things around too much about people who aren't those things, then when you actually do call someone out, there's going to be that question in everyone's mind saying, wait a minute, you call these other people who are not these things, these words, and so it ends up losing its very meaning. But that's a very good point. That's a very, very good point. But guys, make sure, get y'all's popcorn, your drink of choice. Again, I got me my water tonight. And get y'all's movies prepped up. It's an hour and 41 minutes, so not too long of a film, but I got it already prepped up. So the way I'm doing it tonight is similar to how I did my SummerSlam video, where I'm going to have it playing on a separate computer. I have my work computer right here using my own personal computer for the stream, and that seemed to work for SummerSlam pretty well, so it should work for this. It's just a better way, because when it's all on this computer, my computer can only handle so much at a time, and it was kind of hard to keep up with the chat, so at least this way I can watch. And since I've also seen this movie several times before, it's not as pertinent that I have it actually directly on my screen. Super says, oh, did you see people making fun of Trump on Twitter the other day for coloring the flag? It was painfully stupid. I mean, like, again, I'm all fine with you going after somebody, like criticizing someone is a better phrase, when they do something worth criticizing, when they do something wrong. But when you go after people for the dumbest things, that's when you lose credibility. That's the reason why mainstream media sucks, is because they go after mostly Trump these days, because it's mostly a left-leaning media, and they go after Trump for every little thing. And when they actually cover the big stories, then people will immediately believe Trump when he says, oh, that's fake news. Because a lot of time when Trump says that, it's actually not the case, but because the networks cover him in such a way and cover just the smallest, stupidest things, whenever he says it, they're just automatically going to believe it. That's why I've been saying, like, I honestly think he's going to get reelected, because the media has just kind of just gone bonkers. Also, on top of that, they stayed asleep for about 8 years with the last president, and so it's just like, I'm sorry, you can't just all of a sudden now care about the presidency and care about what's being said and what's being done politically when you haven't done anything for 8 years, and now you're covering every little thing. It just, again, mainstream media wise, that's what I'm talking about. Obviously, there's other sites, there's other coverages that are a little bit more fair, in my opinion. Lost Soldier says, none of my SJWs relate to the World Warrior. Tina says, I have my DVD in the player and ready to go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I can chat only. My mom is all about the Cowboys. Stephanie B. All right. Well. I hope y'all's team does well. Super says, and these people call others Nazis and bigots so often that they've watered down the words completely. They call them interracial marriage. Exactly. You're exactly right, Super. Like, they've watered down the term so much that now they've essentially not even just when they say it, but even culturally speaking, they don't have as much meaning as they once did. You know, in the old days, you were called a racist if you were a racist, and it meant a lot. It would ruin your career. Nowadays, it's just like, it might ruin your career in certain circles, but for the most part, it's just like, it's kind of just lost any sense of meaning whatsoever. Edward Coleman says, don't you understand, if you're white or a semi-conservative, you're racist and sexist and need to be punched. Hashtag make Ray great again. No, I mean, it's the sad truth, though. It really is the sad truth. Like, if you even have a slight conservative bent, you're automatically a racist. And it's just like, no, that's not how this works. That's not how the world works. You can have various political ideologies and not be a racist or a sexist. I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes. That's why when it comes to political philosophy, I find it a very fascinating subject. But as soon as people try and turn it into something that it's not, that's when I have a major problem. It's the same reason why a lot of times you see this happen at school, where students and teenagers, but also even adults nowadays, where they'll conflate moral issues with political issues, and they're not the same. A moral issue is a moral issue. It doesn't matter where you fall politically. If it's a moral concern, it's a moral concern. So Kryptonian, what is up? Let's see. Ross says, is your vocal cords ready and to tune to sing with the songs? Kinda, sorta. So I obviously will probably be singing a little bit because it is a musical after all, and I do love it. It is a classic. However, I was hanging out with, so it was my best friend's birthday yesterday, and so we went to an escape room in Baton Rouge. If you've never heard of 13th Gate, my goodness, it is one of the best escape rooms ever. It's a little pricey, but you get quality for what you pay for, and it's very elaborate. The one that we did was very, very complex, but it was a lot of fun, and that's what he likes to do for his birthdays. And so on the way to Baton Rouge, was like an hour away, we were singing there and back, so my vocal cords are very tired, so I don't know exactly how much singing I'm going to be able to do today. Perth Comics is here. What is our Perth Comics? Says, hi Odin, good to see you survived the school finding out you are a famous YouTuber. Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like for a couple of days especially, it got very, very crazy. We actually had an awards ceremony on the day, it was like the day of when people found out about it, and the word was spreading. And as I walked in, because I was late, and I was walking up to my seniors, because this is the first class, like these are the guys that I taught, like my first year at my school was 4 years ago, and see, these are my first students that are seniors, and it's really great because I taught pretty much all but like 10 of them, and like I was just going like, shaking their hands, and then they were like, of course, like they had all heard about it, so then all of a sudden like they start this organic chant, or rather this organic clap, and it was just like, it was the strangest thing, but it was also really cool as well. Miss Pete says, I'm going to see Alpha tonight. Thoughts on it? I have not seen Alpha yet, so please let me know how it is. I love dogs, so I definitely want to see it for that point. Mecha Random, that's right. We have a new name for you. Mecha Random 42. Hello. Welcome. Lost likes escape rooms. I have you muted, but hey, I understand. Greta, missed the 3K stream. Did you do anything special? No, because I hit the 3K stream with about 40 or 50 of my students in there. So some of the things that I had planned, I decided not to do, but I'm going to do something special for 3K. So don't worry, I have not forgotten. 3K, I will put a video together, whether it's a video of my dogs eating a porg or something to that effect. I will be doing something special for 3K. So, but now the game's kind of changed a little bit, because now I've been now I'm aware there is a public awareness of me at my place of employment. So I have to even be more cautious with the things I mean, I've never said anything controversial or anything bad before, but it's just, I got to even be more cautious. Especially if my boy Nemesis ever gets in the chat, I have to be like, hey man, that game that we were playing with you trying to make me say a certain word, probably shouldn't play that anymore. Miss Pete says, I'll let you know, by the way, Slenderman wasn't that bad. Okay, yeah, I mean, I figured that a movie like that, that's going to have some people that are going to defend it or going to say it's not that bad. But, I wasn't planning on seeing it anyway, so I'm still not going to see it. Super says, heard Alpha wasn't that great, which is sad, but it looks okay. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I've actually heard mixed things. The critics and audiences seem to be relatively mixed, but mixed positive. Oh, man, I'm using one of their own words. Mixed positive, but mostly positive reviews, I would say. Let's see. Lost Soldier, for 3K you need to braid your beard Viking style. It's just not long. It's just not long enough to do that. I mean, I guess I could braid it, but probably not going to do that. All right, guys. So we're gonna start this movie in about 9 minutes. Scrub Daddy says it was a draw. What was a draw? Sometimes I forget what I say immediately after I say it, so please remind me, what is a draw? The fight. The fight was a draw. Oh, the fight. Okay, I gotcha. The YouTube fight. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Man, that's so fixed. That is just so fixed. Like, that's just stupid. That whole fight thing. Yeah, so apparently 2 YouTubers, that's KSI and Logan Paul were like fighting in a boxing match, and it's like, that's just stupid. It's just so damn stupid. It's just like, it's obviously a way, it's a cash grab, just trying to get people to, give their money, and obviously I bet it worked, and now everyone's gonna be like, now I feel stupid. Sith says, I just noticed Rose Tico on the mic. Yep, Rose Tico came in from Australia, so it is Aussie Rose Tico. Eric Coleman says 3,000 subs, 50,000 subs coming soon. Your videos are top notch and you deserve the success. Well, thank you, Eric Coleman. I don't know about 50K. 50K is a ways away from me. I would be lucky to hit 5K by the end of the year. So 5K by the end of the year would be nice. It would be very cool, but I'm not expecting it. So again, as I said before, I don't expect anything. I just have fun, and as long as I'm still having fun, I'm going to keep on doing it. And as long as people still want to watch the stuff that I put out there. It is funny though, because I do like 2 or 3 videos that are not Star Wars related, and they do horribly. No one watches them. Even though I have like 3,000 subs, I don't get 3,000 views on every single video. But then the day that I decide to do another Star Wars video, it's almost at 1,000 views. It's going to hit 1,000. If it hasn't hit 1,000 already, it's going to hit 1,000 overnight once the people around the world start watching it. So it's just, to me, it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, I got an email, and it was all, it was for the best. It was trying to say, hey, you should try to, broaden your appeal out or broaden your focus out beyond Star Wars. And I agree. I mean, that's always been my objective from the beginning, is to do more things, is to be, to have more coverage. But at the end of the day, in order to stay relevant, unfortunately right now the popularity is talking Star Wars, at least for the people that watch my views and the way the algorithm, because it really comes down to the YouTube algorithm too. Like, again, like I did one video that I think is still less than 200 views right now that I did yesterday, and then the one that I did today is almost at 1,000. So again, subject matter does matter, and so that's the reason why I ended up having to keep it that way. All right, it says Salmon T. Oh, what's up, Salmon T? How's it going? Now that I know who you are, Salmon T. Salmon T, I think that the cash money is tomorrow, since the banks were off today. But I know that you're ready for it. But he says they're having a rematch in February. It's obviously just for money. Oh, please, yeah. No one. If you're at all like, if you're someone that even tried, don't watch it. Don't give them any attention, because they're just trying to get your money at this point. That is just crazy. Let's see. Anthony Franklin says, how is the Meg's gross cinema takings doing at the cinema? Last time I checked, it's almost over $400 million, which means it's almost outpaced and outgrossed the entire theatrical run of Solo. So it's doing well. Last time I checked, 115 million in China alone, and much more to be made for sure. So yeah, it's doing well. It is going to make a crap ton of money. CWD, what is up? How is it going, Perth Comics? You should box against Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers. Well, I mean, you can tell him, like, obviously I would take him. Like, I mean he might be my boss, but like, I would take him. I mean, absolutely I would. And you can tell him that I said that, because my beard alone would destroy him and any attempt that he would try to have a beard. Oh, that's great though. That's fantastic. All right, let's see who else tagged me. Sith Kryptonian says it's actually better to specialize your content. No, you're right. I mean, it's better to be about something specific, and then, but at the same time too, like, I mean, for example, John Talks Star Wars, like, that was his main focus, was Star Wars content, and he got to 10,000 subs and said, hey, I've heard a lot of people have been interested in me doing other things. Would that be okay? And now he's John Talks. So I think there is a point where you can start to do more of those things. But even Jeremy, even Geeks and Gamers, even the stuff that we do over there, we notice when it's about Star Wars, it does so well. We'll get over 10,000, 20, 30,000 views on a video. But when we do something else, it usually, like for me, the videos that I've done on the Meg and a couple of other box office videos that I've done for them on the channel, usually get around 10,000 views or so, which is good. It's well received, and the like to dislike ratio is usually very good. The comments are usually very positive as well. But at the end of the day, you're right. I mean, it's actually better, because if you specialize in something, then there's always going to be a market for something. And so that's the reason why there's so many movie review channels out there. So that's why I feel like my main focus, and this is something that I've kind of thought about for a while, is actually in live streaming, is the fact that I do live stream, as much as I can. And for a while I was going almost every single night I was live streaming. So to me, I feel like that might be my specialty. I don't really know exactly how, how that's going to work. But I mean, at the end of the day, I really do feel like it's, something that is true. I mean, it's better definitely in some cases to be able to do that. Salmon T says the cha-ching came in Saturday for me. Check your account. What? Salmon T? Well, I think I might need to be sending an email to our summer employer. Oh man, I'm actually gonna check it right now. Because last time I checked, there was nothing there. Maybe it's just delayed. Maybe I missed the Saturday cutoff, and it's gonna be on Monday. But no, I didn't get one. Trey is here. What's up, Trey? How's it going? Yeah, man, I'm sure that notifications did not go out to a lot of people because YouTube's just awful. And because I said YouTube's awful, it's going to get demonetized automatically anyway. Mr. Pete says, did JWFK beat The Last Jedi? Wait, what? What do you mean? And Franklin says, it would be the Battle of the Hats. Yes, that's true. And I think that my hat is just better. It's just better overall. Let's see. CWD says it's good to be specialized, but does help to expand to similar media. Which is why I usually watch things based on movies, anime, games. Exactly right. Like, again, that's why I do, and I'm going to keep on doing the Star Wars news because I do think it's still relevant. Obviously, I'm very strongly passionate about Star Wars, so I'm going to keep covering the content. But I'm also going to do other things too. Like, I'm going to try and do more movie reviews. Like, I did a couple of reviews about movies and about my thoughts on short films and things like that. And so there are some people that might like that content, and so I'm definitely going to have that stuff out there. But for sure, I mean, it's just, Tina, what kind of movie is up for the next poll? Ooh. So this week's poll was, and also just so you know, Sam and T, nothing. So I'm gonna have to check again tomorrow, and hopefully there's something there. But as far as the theme, I think the theme for next week is gonna be comedies. I think we're gonna do straight comedies next week. So that means, you guessed it, Three Amigos is gonna be back on the board. So yes, so Three Amigos will be an option. And I can't wait. So, yeah, I think we're going to do comedies next week. Because, I mean, there's just so many different options for comedies. And so we'll have a wide range. We'll have a plethora of options, you would say. Perth Comics says, made you laugh. May I have a visual cookie, please? That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Sith Kryptonian says, how many subs do you reckon I need to get before I can try live streaming? I mean, really, you can start live streaming whenever you want. But if you want to, I guess if you want to make sure, or if you want to, because I remember with the first streams I did, I think I was actually getting like 5 to 10 people. And to me, that was enough. To me, I was like, oh, there's people that are actually watching. Like, that's how I got to know Steph. That's how I got to know Tina. I mean, there's people that have been with me ever since those first live streams where it was like only like 5 or 10 of us. And that was when it was like even worse quality than what it is now. So I would say wait till you have like a couple hundred, like maybe 200 or 300 subs, and then start live streaming, because then you're guaranteed more likely that when the notifications go out for at least a few of them to come in, because it's bad when you're talking to nobody. So that's why you want to make sure your sub count gets up a little bit beforehand. Let's see what we got here, though. Oh, boy. Let's see. Mr. Pete says, did Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom beat The Last Jedi? I don't know yet. I think it did, though. Because I think it may have already reached $1 billion, but I'm definitely gonna have to. Three Amigos boycott. Brad Noble, damn you, man. Tropic Thunder, that might be an option. That might be an option. Pro Comics says there's no. Dude, no. Classic Adam Sandler films are fantastic. Classic Adam Sandler films are absolutely fantastic. Jason Clark, Three Amigos. Yes, I'm here. All right, I'm gonna create the guys. I'm gonna create the poll for next week's movie. I'm going to obviously I'm gonna listen to your. Just because I'm hearing your thoughts, just because I'm hearing your suggestions, does not mean it's going to get on the list, but I'm going to try and get like 5 to 6 tops movies on a poll. I'm going to put the poll in the, I'm going to pin that comment to this video after it goes live, and also I'm going to post it on Twitter as well. So please get ready to vote after the stream. I'm going to try and put things together. But Three Amigos is for sure going to be on there. Sis Kryptonian, no problem, man. CWD says, you have already heard this, but there is a possibility of Abrams utilizing time travel in Star Wars Episode 9. You know what? At this point, if it means retconning, I think that would be the best thing to do. Mr. Peabody says, there was a pic released from Episode 9 in the cast set that tried to send it to you, but didn't work. It was Chewie, Poe, Finn, someone else on very hairy horses. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think, like, if they focus on those characters together, already it's a better film, because those are the more interesting characters. Like, I don't know why they put Poe essentially in a small box dealing with Admiral Holdover, and you know, it just didn't make any sense to me. Yes, also de tres amigos. Odin is Tina playing Steph, playing Lando as Odin. Ooh, that's interesting. Cash Rocks, you have a good one. So what do you think of horror films? Horror films, Gator, I did see your comment on my video, but it had no relation to the content of the video. So I'm not a big fan of horror films personally. I have seen some before, but overall it's not my favorite genre. So Anthony Franklin says, Odin, Jay, and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Maybe. All right, guys, so we got 25 people in here. It is 6:32, so let us go ahead and start to try and sync up. Hold on, my screen turned off. Hello. Hope you didn't go asleep. All right. Really? I'm right in front of you, camera. You can see me. All right. Three Amigos, Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, Airplane, Therefore I Path. Hey, that might be it. All right. So, guys, we are about to sync up. So get your stuff ready. I'm going to get my headphones set up and ready to go. And then we will start this beast. Let me just make sure. Which side is it on? It's on this side. Yeah. Also, so I left my charger for this computer, for my work computer, at work somewhere. I don't know where it is. I hope I can find it. But anyway, I have a phone charger that is USB-C, and it works, and it charges my laptop. So I don't know how that works, but all I can say is technology is beautiful if we're starting to limit the amount of plugs and chargers we need, because if all we need is a USB-C port, whoo, it is already great. All right, guys, are we ready? Are we ready? Finn, Poe, and Chewie are the three amigos in space. That is very, very true. All good choices indeed. All right, guys, 1, 2, 3 movies. Here I come. All right, again, guys, so we are watching The Wizard of Oz. I'm ready to sync. I'm at 1 second. All right, I'm at 0 seconds. So I'm just going to get everyone another minute to get their stuff set up, and then we will get going. Hodgick says, what movie do you recommend that is in theaters right now? Happy 3000, good morning. Movie that's in theaters right now, apparently Crazy Rich Asians is apparently really good. I didn't get to see it today, but I really want to. I'm going to try and go see 2001 Space Odyssey is back in theaters. That's a film from a long time ago that's actually playing in IMAX right now. So I'm going to try and go see that tomorrow at some point. If you want a fun popcorn film, if you just want to shut your mind off for a while, The Meg is hilarious. Incredibles 2, very, very good family film. That's how I describe it, as a family film. I think that no matter what age you are, you'll find something to enjoy about it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of things. There are still a few movies out right now, still from a while back, but I've kind of fallen behind. Perth Comics Special Edition, I don't think so. It's an hour and 41 minutes. So let that be your point. It's an hour and 41 minutes. Scrub Daddy, that a good movie? Yeah, 2001 I hear is fantastic. Like, to me, I've heard it's Stanley Kubrick's greatest work. Also, it's a film that is way ahead of its time, apparently. I've never seen it. So the fact that I'm going to be able to see it in theaters for the first time and that I've ever seen it in theaters and also on an IMAX screen has me very, very excited. Yes, I do plan on seeing Venom, even though I'm not excited for it at all. Greta says, Christopher Robin is also really good. All right, there you go right there. The fan is indeed on because it is hot. It is hot in Southern Louisiana. All right, guys, so I hope you are ready because we are about to begin. Hope my volume's on. Should be on. All right, guys, so we are going to start Wizard of Oz. 1 hour, 41 minutes. We're at 0 seconds right now. So I'm slowing down just so that if you're doing something else, that you're ready. And no, I've never seen 2001. I saw that comment. But that's why I'm going to see it in theaters, in IMAX, on the big screen. Cannot wait. All right, we are starting the movie in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, the lion. I'm already loving it. I mean, it's just, this film is just such a classic. Victor Fleming. Also, when films used to do credits before the movie instead of after, I think I kind of prefer it this way, to be honest. Let you know everything that you need to know beforehand before going in. I don't know. That's just me, though. Deadpool is fun. That is right. Yeah, Edward Coleman. Venom does look really bad, but I'm still going to see it. with the basic of with the whole premise of my channel, I'm kind of forced to watch anything that comes out. All right, Mecha Random, we just started the movie, so if you want to join us, we just started Wizard of Oz. Trivia time, the film went through 4 directors. I did not know that, Greta. Wow. And you know what? In today's world, that would mean like almost instant failure for any film. I don't think any film today could have survived that, to be honest. Lost Soldier, you have a good one. For nearly 40 years, the story has given faithful service to the young and hot, and time has been powerless to put its kindly philosophy out of fashion. To those of you who have been faithful to it in return, and to the young and hot, we dedicate this picture. It's just so nice. Just a nice family film. Even though there's some very dark themes in this, honestly. Not gonna lie, The Wicked Witch scared the crap out of me when I was younger. Ah. Oh, Judy Garland. I'm reminded, not to bring the mood down to anything, but I'm reminded that this was kind of the film that got her started on her downward trajectory because... And him. But anyway, the way that the studio system worked is once you got into a contract, you were essentially trapped with that studio for as long as the contract was. And they would do shoots, you know, late at night. And so they would, rather they'd do things all throughout the day. So they would give like uppers to their actors to keep them awake and active. And then to bring them back down, they'd have to give them sleeping pills. So it's how that a lot of them got addicted to a lot of drugs that way. Great actors. Oh, the foreshadowing. Why don't you use those brains you have? Oh, your head ain't made of straw, you know. Secretonian, what is your favorite Bond film? Bond film. Casino Royale. Love Casino Royale. Have a little courage. So much lead paint indeed. Also, something that I've always wondered, that dress just does not match the time period. Or at least that's how it feels. I think the pill started even before the movie. Yeah, Dretta, you're right. But I know that this is kind of the movie that got her really big. So I know that this kind of like really, you know. Yeah, right, Tina? Like, you're looking at the dress and you're just like, wait, there's something that's just not quite right here. Franklin says, is it true that she slept with quite a few of the Munchkins? I have no idea, Anthony. It's a weird question to ask, by the way. It's a very weird question. Here it is. Yes, the original was The Silent Night. Yeah. It's been around for a long time, the story. But this is definitely the most well-known. Could you imagine if we still had her today? I love this song. One of the greatest voices of all time is Judy Garland. Like, her voice was so mature. Like, she's playing this young girl, and then she starts singing, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is like a very mature sound for your voice. Sith, I am a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. Dream, they do come true. Aw, Toto. I will say, the only version of this song that might be better than Judy Garland's is Cecil's. No lie. Cecil's is amazing. Brad Noble, get that crap out of the chat, please. Valkyries, if y'all can silence Brad for a bit, put him in timeout for that comment. He's got to clean up his act a little bit. Greta, I did not know that the song was almost cut. It's so iconic. Like, what this film would be without it, I don't know. Oh, Toto's such a good puppy. Oh. I'll shake your hand. Just give me a treat, please. Sith Kryptonian, nice. Do your students know about your channel? Yes. They found out about it last week, actually. It was pretty insane. Oh, she would blow them away for sure. Like, even the fact that she's just, like, mouthing it and she's not singing it live on set. Like, dun 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 dun. Oh, the Wicked Witch. This actress is just so good. She plays such a bad. Oh, I love it, though. Now, Dorothy. Dorothy. Really, Grant? I did not know that either. She bit her dog, eh? Destroyed? But it's interesting that you said that, Greta, because I don't see how a corset would have changed much about her figure. I just don't understand that. CWD, imagine if Tim Curry played a villain in Wizard of Oz. Oh my god, if that would have been amazing. Wants to go against the law. This actress grabbing the monocle like, yep, that's what it says. I'll bite you, my... Ooh, wicked old witch. That poor dog. Oh, the poor puppy. I bet the puppy was not happy about that at all. Let's see. Greta, Margaret Hamilton was actually a huge animal lover. That's fantastic. Well, that's what just makes her an amazing actor. That just really is what it makes her an amazing actor. The Witch's theme is so good, Ramak. She said she's a Christian woman. That wouldn't fly in today's Hollywood. Oh, that background. The fake biking. Run, Toto, run! Oh. It's like, damn right, Tina. Say that line, please. Even if you're a Christian woman, you go ahead and tell that woman how you feel. Because she is evil. Also, I was thinking about it the other day, and how, like, everyone always thinks, oh, yeah, they transition from black and white to color. When in reality, it's more of a sepia tone than anything else. Which I find interesting. Professor Marvel. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Anthony Franklin says they never remake the film now. They would have someone like Michael Bay directing with explosions all around. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Maybe an Emerald City. Grad, I can't wait to hear it. Tina, I love the subtle little lines in this, the ones you can miss if you don't listen carefully. Professor Marvel has one coming up. Yeah. Obviously, like watching it in today's world, it's just like you can see all the foreshadowing. It all makes sense. But imagine... Ooh. And so on and so on. Better in tune to the infinite. Look at the intensity on Judy Garland's face. The Emerald City, the Emerald City, the Emerald City. It's only a model. Yes. Yes, CWD. Even though he's swindling her right now, he's being such a good guy trying to get her back. I'm so glad that, like, I'm just so glad I do not live in Tornado Alley, because tornadoes would terrify me so much. Hurricanes you can plan for, you can get ready for. Tornadoes, like, as the film says, like, literally can come out of nowhere. And the effects for this are just really good for the time period. Like, I believe that this is a twister. Oh, without that dust blowing around, you know that they got, like, in their eyes and everything. So, tips for increasing average watch time per view on a video. Try and make it something relevant that they're going to want to see. And try and make it as highest quality as you can. Tina, Kentucky is sort of on the edge of Tornado Alley. Yeah, it just does not sound fun. Oh my god. This looks so good. Like, you can tell what they did, but, like, it's just still... The fact that this is 1930s, 1940s is just amazing. This is better effects than a lot of what we see in modern films today. And the sound, too, is just fantastic. Greta, there was a tornado in Kansas the day Judy Garland died. Wow, that's interesting. Tornado or volcano? Ooh. That is a good one because both are very unpredictable. I guess volcano would be more terrifying. But right now, I'm pretty scared. Because with these headphones... Oops, she's out. With these headphones, it's like very, very good sound. So I'm hearing like every single part of it. Yeah, 1938. So the fact that this is... I always love the image of the house flying around. And even though this looks like campy, I still love the little images that pop up in the window too. Because some of them just don't make any sense. Sith, that was a myth. That was a myth. That is not true. Yeah, there's a myth that someone could be seen hanging, and that is not true. Yeah, we're going to be canoeing. Our hats are going to stay on, but we're going to be canoeing this tornado. Oh, that laugh is just amazing. Also, too, keep in mind that all of this was edited and put together using actual film. All practical effects, all actual, like, cutting film reel and putting them together. It's just phenomenal. It's amazing. It's so cool. Oh! That's always gotten me, too. Oh, and the storm ends. And she somehow survives, just dropping all the way down. Oh, but that's why these are so great. I mean, that really is why everything is just so fantastic. Yeah, the hanging was something that was around for a while. Trivia time. My trivia is too long for the chat, but basically the colors of the house and the dress are painted sepia and was shot in Technicolor when she opens the door to Oz. Really? That helps to explain the transition. Oh my god. And keep in mind, 1938, Technicolor must have been around for how many years at that point? Not very long. And so, like, this, like, to be someone, like, in the theaters at this time, that moment, like, it's just so iconic. Even today, it's still so iconic. Just to, it makes you wish you could go back and experience that for the first time. Because it still looks like, color-wise, it still looks so good. Don't even talk about Sharknado right now. Greta, a double opened the door, and then Judy Garland. Oh, okay, Greta. That's really cool. Proper color, real artistic. Yep. Yeah, okay, thanks. Thank you, Rob Mac, for that. Yeah, so first Technicolor was 1935. This is 1938. And they're already being able to do, like, so amazing. It's just so cool. CWD says, if The Wizard of Oz was made today, it would look like... Yeah, exactly. Like, if they made it today, it would look awful because they would CGI everything. And it would just look so stupid. I have a feeling that we're not in Kansas anymore. Iconic. Oh, look at those munchkins. Also, I think over the last year or two, the last munchkin, the last actor that played one of the munchkins passed away. Greta can fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure the last one passed away just recently. Yeah, one of the first Technicolor films. All right, time frame. 21 minutes, 25 seconds. Glinda's bubble is just about to land. If y'all have not seen Cecil's commentary on Glinda, it is fantastic. I've seen it too, Greta. It's beautiful. Dorothy Gale, get it? Toto's my dog. And also, news travels very fast here. Yeah, Greta. Jerry Marin, the last surviving Munchkin member of the cast, died this year on May 24th. He is the green-shirted member of the Lollipop Guild. Wow, that's amazing. Curtsy. A beautiful witch. Only bad witches are ugly. Well, you're the one that's about to lie to a teenage girl and make her go on a dangerous journey. So, last time I checked, you're the bad witch. That's me channeling my inner Cecil for a second. Jedi Starship was making a bucket load of popcorn this whole time. Nice, Jedi. From the start. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Kansas, she says, is the name of a star. Kansas, she says, is the name of the star. Also, in modern Hollywood today, they would not actually hire little people, sadly. That's what's really cool about this. Yeah, Oz must have amazing internet indeed, CWD. How did the dog get paid more? Dogs can't get money. Did the owner get paid more? Is that what you mean? Waiting for the Wicked Witch. What was once a Wicked Witch? Greta, Munchkins got paid $50 a week. The dog $125. Damn. Oh, Glinda, don't act like you're that much better. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy head, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the Wicked Witch is dead. She's gone down, the devil down below. She's gone to hell is what they're saying. Sing it low. CVD, I've only seen one version. I didn't know there was more than one version. Oh, I love this. As mayor of the Munchkin City, the county of the land of Oz. Did it ever rain in Oz? It's a good question. Verify it legally to see if she is morally, ethically, undeniably, and reliably dead. Oh, you mean like the story? You mean, okay, then yeah. That's what I thought you meant. Lily examined her. Most sincerely dead. She's not just really dead, she's sincerely dead. Infamy. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the Mitch is dead. What's up? What is the Matrix? Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the goblins go below. Below, below, yo ho. Ding dong, ding, ding, yo. Sing it high, sing it low. Represent the lullaby. The Oompa Loompas could take the lollipop kill. Lando, digital cookie for that one. I love that. That's great. Oh, here are my boys. But I agree. Oompa Loompas could take him for sure. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. So the one in the green just passed away this year. He was the last surviving member of the cast. First Ewok, CWD says. If someone could animate that fight, oh my god, that'd be amazing. You will be a bust, be a bust, be a bust in the Hall of Fame. This entrance and exit too, every time. Now I know the trivia that's about to be said. Her hair, the witch's hair on her exit was actually burned, so she was set on fire during her exit of this scene. Yes. Get it, girl. Yep. Rest in peace indeed, Gator. God. Yeah, her face too. Also, her voice is so shrill, which again just shows you just how amazing she is, that she pops the microphone. Like, so every now and then you can hear the microphone just can't keep up with her voice. Great line indeed. Simon, what's up, dude? Or as Cecil likes to say, her sister dies. She technically owns the slippers. Glinda steals the slippers. And then makes Dorothy go on a journey when she doesn't have to. The real bad guy, Glinda, everybody. Yeah, I know, the slippers were silver in the original novel. Alright, guys, so as the fire goes up, it's actually this shot. She got burned. Fair hair face. She got burned. Crazy. Yeah, it makes sense if they're going to use Technicolor to have them be red. Cecil is fun. Oh, the sooner you get out of Oz, you could literally get out of Oz right now if I just tell you how to get back. Will, hello there, sir. How are you? Interesting, Greta. I did not know that either. She is terrified. Like, I can imagine for an audience, like especially for kids, they'd be terrified of this. CWD, Lord of the Oz, Fellowship of the Ruby Slippers. How the hell is she gonna get to the Emerald City? What's even worse too? So she's putting her in like slippers, which is one of the most impractical ways of walking. So they just follow the yellow brick road, hundreds if not thousands of miles. I don't think anyone's ever done the math on it. When you could just go home right now. Again, Glinda is the real bad guy here, guys. I'll just fly away in my bubble. My work is done here. Don't slippers prevent slipping? Great line. People come and go so quickly here. Those just don't look comfortable to take a long journey in. Follow the yellow brick road. 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 Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Rob Mac, if it was made today, Democrats would be calling for houses to be banned for being deadly weapons. Rob Mac, digital cookie for you, man. That's a great comment. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. You'll find he is a wonderful wiz, if ever a wiz there was. If ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Stay comfy in those slippers. Those high heel slippers. Sith, when does school year begin? It's already started. We're 2 weeks in already. Greta, they weren't comfortable for Judy Garland. During the Scarecrow scene, there's a shot where she is wearing the brown shoes again. That does not surprise me at all. Those are... They did not look comfortable at all. The yellow brick road. Where's my... Ooh, the subtlety in this line gets me every single time. It's one of the Scarecrow lines. Because keep in mind, Judy Garland, especially Judy Garland in this film. Also, his mouth wasn't moving on that line, by the way. Of course, people do go both ways. Oh, the subtlety. And also, the Scarecrow right now is a perfect representation of our politicians today. Can't make up their minds. Flip-floppers, say yes one time, say no another time, because they don't have any brains. Only straw. And this line too. But certain people with no brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they? Yes, they do. It's called the media in our government. Bazinga. Yes, that's true. They lack both brains and common sense. Greta, they were originally going to have Judy Garland wear a blonde wig with a different color. They changed their minds. Their pictures of her with the wig. Ooh. I'm glad they kept with this one. It looks better. Tina, did you see The Great Powerful Oz? I did. It was not good at all. Oz the Great and Powerful was not a good movie. Scarecrow was, by the way, is my favorite character. Did I scare you? Dream role. For those, if you don't know me already, I mean, I do theater. Would love to be a scarecrow at some point. I have been the guard. The one time I did Wizard of Oz, I was the guard. The horse of a different color guard. Which was a fun song because I got to sing Merry Old Land of Oz. But I would love to be the scarecrow at one point. My favorite character. Brain-eyed, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. I'd be scratching, really scratching if I only had a brain. Every middle, every individual. And you could be another Lincoln if you only had a brain. It's the Wizard of Odin, Donald Hudson. Could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thunk before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be so nothing, my head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. How do you have a heart if you're made of straw? Dairy if I only had a brain. Great. Tina, no, it wasn't very good. Visually, it was very lovely. In IMAX, yeah, I mean, visually, it was very cool. And there were some characters and some things I liked, but for the most part, it was not very good. Sergeant Ghost, thank you. I am wearing my Phantom Menace shirt today, so thank you very much. Lando, flying monkey dudes were the best. Mr. Pete, Valkyries, I must go to see the Alpha. Bye. Mr. Pete, enjoy the movie, sir. Glad you got to 400, Mr. Pete. Congratulations. Bill Stevens, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Howdy, Odin. Thanks for donating to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Love you for doing that. Dude, Bill Stevens, no problem, man. So Bill Stevens was a winner on our previous live stream. And instead of wanting anything for himself, he wanted me to give a donation to the Gary Sinise Foundation. And let me just take a moment to say, if you have not done so already, please think about donating to the Gary Sinise Foundation. For those who don't know, Gary Sinise is the actor that played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. And so ever since then, he's had a very strong hand in raising funds and helping out the military. And our military needs all the help that it can get. Gary Sinise Foundation is a very good foundation, so think about donating. But thank you, Bill Stevens, man. I appreciate it. Because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Anthony Franklin says, Odin, do you want to watch an episode of Doctor Who with David Tennant? There was an evil scarecrow. There, I have seen that one. You're right. Let me just be very subtle and hide behind this tree. I love it. It's like, oh, they won't see me. I love the trees. And my feet hurt. She was hungry. I love that voice. Ah, Scarecrow. Such a boss. Such a boss. Showing he's had a brain all along. Make sure you clean those apples, Dorothy. I'm ready for the trivia on this one, Greta. So the original actor that was originally cast to play the Tin Man had to quit because he had an allergic reaction to the makeup for the Tin Man, which is why they had to hire another actor, the actor that ended up being in the movie. So I'm sure that she's about to post that. Darth Raven, and what I am treated to with Odin singing. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. Okay. Tina, even when I was a kid, I always wondered how the Scarecrow thought of all those ideas with no brain. Exactly. Okay. This would be my second dream role, I would say. If I couldn't be the Scarecrow, I'd love to be the Tin Man. And then, of course, to be the Lion. The Lion's such fun. Yeah, Tina says, the great Buddy Edsbin. Yep, Greta. The aluminum powder coated the original actor's lungs. They changed the makeup for the new actor. Yeah. So not only did they lose the original actor, but then they changed it anyway. Oh, well, Darth Raven, thank you. I appreciate that. He's the Terminator. The original Iron Man. Correct, CWD. The OG. By the way, I love, if you've never seen or heard of the movie or the musical Wicked, they're making a movie adaptation that I think is supposed to come out next year. And the origins of the characters are really cool. But the original origin of, like, Tin Man is actually pretty cool, too. Forgot to give me a heart. No heart. Greta, the son of the actor playing the Tin Man, Jack Haley, and Judy Garland's daughter were married in real life. Really? That is interesting. Empty kettle is metal, yet I'm torn apart. No man, if I only had a heart. And awfully sentimental, if I'm not. The arrows, if I only had a heart. Picture me a balcony, a voice sings low. Hear a beat. How sweet. If I only had a heart. Greta, in the song If I Only Had a Heart, a girl who says Where Art Thou Romeo is Adriana Casalotti, the voice of Snow White. I hear it now. Oh my god, you're right. That's really cool. Ba-dum. Raw Max says Tin Man does the original Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal. Yes. This dance is also fun. Smooth Criminal indeed. I love it. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. That Tin Man is. I'm afraid I'm a little rusty yet indeed. Romac, there was, yeah, The Wiz. That's right. Sidney Lumet and designed by Joel Schumacher. Yeah. Wiz is a fun show, too. Come on and ease on down the road. Great musical. It's hard to compare the two, though. No, Sith, I do not teach theater. so great. For a beehive. So cool. Ah, she's such a great villain. I love it. She's such a great villain. But no, actually, I teach theology. Teach at a Catholic school. Beehive. Bah. Scarecrow has the face of like, well, you kind of do know us. We're the actors who were playing the friends on the farm earlier. Two Oars. I love the accents too. Two Oars. Greta, would you direct a play at your school? So this is the shot where people thought they saw someone hanging themselves when actually all that it is an animal. And if you look very closely, you can see that it's an animal with wings. So that is the shot. That's the scene that people thought someone hung themselves when in reality they didn't. I think so. I think that's the scene that I'm pretty confident because I remember them saying, like, I remember watching a video saying this is the scene, and I was like, oh no, it's just an animal. But Greg, getting back to your question, if they ever ask me to, but we have a director, so we have a director teacher, and she's fantastic. I love her. So I would rather be a helper though, because I wouldn't know where to start with like buying the rights and stuff like that. LG Luck, what's up, dude? How's it going? Catbug, what's up? Tina, there's been a bird flopping around in the background during the whole scene. Yep. And yet a lot of people thought that was someone hanging themselves for some reason. Tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Also, this whole thing has set up an entire cultural thing where anytime someone lists 3 things, you always have to end it with, oh my. I love the trampoline he uses. Trampoline, yes. LG Luck says, I'm on the field at Friday's game. Really? Okay. For band. Okay, gotcha. Is the game Friday at Tag Gormley? Let me know. Poor line indeed. Catbug, that is Rose Tico, the greatest Star Wars character of all time. But she's Aussie Rose Tico because one of my subscribers from Australia sent her to me, sent me the action figure. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Get up and fight. Put 'em up. That's getting personal, Lion. But say, you've got an axe, Tin Man. CWD, the Tin Man is an oil addict. El Gluck, alright, good to know. Then I'm probably going to try and make it out. What'd you do that for? I love the lion too. Sid Kryptonian, here I was thinking Rose was just Ethan's internet girlfriend. Nope. Tigo paths unite. Tina, I still remember Bert Lahr the lion doing Lay's potato chips commercials when I was a kid. Really? I didn't know that he did those commercials. That's great. That's hilarious. You're right. I am a coward. I bet that makeup must have been Must have been very painful. I'm afraid of him. Also, going back to Greta's point about the dog versus the Munchkins, Toto does have more screen time. But then again, like, if it's the owner that's getting paid, that's one thing. But if they're actually writing checks to a dog, that is where I get... Greta, the lion costume weighed 90 pounds. Oh, that must have been so uncomfortable. 90 pounds? Oh, my God. LG Lux says, did you hear about the Jacksonville shooting? I did. Awful. So definitely praying for anyone that was affected by that and their families. Donald says it's all lead-based paint. If the wizard is a wizard who will serve, sure to get a brain, a heart, a home, the nerve. Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. LG Luck. Oh, I did not know that. Well, I hope he's okay. I'm assuming that he is, but that must have been really scary hearing that news. Secretonian, you teach theology, so you are religious. Yes, I am. I'm a devout Catholic. That's a cool shot. Again, pay attention. The microphone keeps popping out because puppies. Greta, it took 12 takes to get Toto to run behind the actors during the "We're Off to See the Wizard" sequence. That doesn't surprise me. Oh, that's. I'm glad that he's okay. I'm glad that your family's okay. Raw-Mac Irish Catholic, nice. Yeah, that's really good trivia for sure. Sith Kryptonian, respect. I was raised Catholic, but I don't believe anymore. Do SJWs give you crap for it? I haven't gotten too many comments because obviously I end every video with God bless because, again, my faith really is a part of who I am. And so far I haven't gotten too much of it from them, I would say. It's only a model. Whoever was said that earlier, it's only a model. To Oz. It's only a model. Hurry. Also, for anyone that's just jumping in, we're at 55 minutes and 17 seconds. We're at the poppy field, and Dorothy is just about to pass out. All I will say is that in the staged version of The Wiz, the poppies become something very, very different, and it's I don't know how to. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Oh, poor little Toto, sleepy little Toto. LG Lux says, want to join my fantasy football team? I never play fantasy football, so I would be a terrible person to be a part of the league. Like, I'll watch it every now and then, but I'm not a big football guy. At least like NFL. Mecha Random's back. What's up? Danger, danger. Brandon Nelson, can you dab? Boom, there you go. Since there's only 24 of y'all in the chat, if there's any students there, you were the special ones who got to see me dab. Again, 1938, the way that they did that shot was through editing, like just the film reels. OG editing was so much cooler. Come on and ease on down the road. Yes, absolutely. Such a great free real estate. Donald Hudson says, did you hear the Sesame Street episode with the Wicked Witch, with the one the few band re-airing? Donald Hudson, I did, because it scared the kids. But also, if you have not seen the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood documentary, I highly recommend it. And it one of the things that it covers is him having her on the show to show that she is just like a regular person. It's really cool. Let's see, Greta says the snow in the poppy scene is asbestos. What, Greta? Are you kidding me? Oh no! I had no idea. And they knew it was bad at the time. That is awful. Yes, y'all are very special. I think there's only 2 of y'all in here right now, so only 2 of y'all actually got to see it. That is crazy. Oh, this always makes me laugh too with the witch flying. It does look good. I mean, for 1938 though, that looks fantastic. Like with the witch flying, it looks so great. Well, now it's up to 28. When I dabbed, it was 24. So, open. No, but only 2 of y'all are actually students. All right, this is the guy that I played in the production that I was in. Who rang that bell? Unfortunately, the stage direction is not nearly as fun as the screenplay was. Mesothelioma, yes. Asbestos. Anthony Franklin says, this film should come with a health warning. Yes. Never use asbestos for snow ever in your life. Even I. Also, that hair. That's some hardcore hair. Cruel Barab, what is up, Cruel Barab? Are we following the Yellow Brick Road? Yes, we are. We are an hour in. We are an hour in. They're about to let Dorothy into the Emerald City. Well, bust my buttons! That's the horse of a different color. CWD, think if the French knight played the doorman. Oh, who is it? I fart in your general direction. Oh, that actor looks familiar. Guys, enter. That's Frank Morgan who played the Wizards. Yep, I know. Yeah, he plays the doorman. He plays the horse rider, and then also the wizard, of course. This could not have been good for the horses, I'm imagining. Something tells me that this would not pass the Humane Animal Society's restrictions. Oh, and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Chirp, 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 and a couple of la-dee-das. Greta, they colored the horses with jello crystals, and the horses kept licking them off. That's awesome. He did play Marvel, yep. Ho, ho, ho. Tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Stuffing the straw man is very, very creepy indeed. Also, I love the X, double X, and super X levels of straw. Oh man, does anyone got tickets to the gun show? Because those guys were rocking the guns. Donald Hudson says, we are on the guards who say, oh. Oh, Donald Hudson, you went far ahead. Huh. How much did the horse get paid? The merry old land of Oz. Jedi Starship, Dorothy needs a shower. Yes, to say the least. The spelling of the words in the sky is pretty cool. I'm imagining that they're using a plane. Who's Dorothy? So much rouge on those faces. Castellan Fry, what is up? Crab, I accidentally downloaded The Wizard of Oz a few years ago. I'm sure, yes. Dude, Castellan Fry, what is up, man? Castellan Fry is one of my patrons, so welcome back. Greta, trivia time. The writing is done with a model and water. Really? Oh, that looked really good. And then, of course, this guard is also the Wizard too. Plays so many different roles, but it's great. Go home. So the way it is in the stage production is that I just played the doorman, and then I sang the song as the doorman, and then I was also this guy. So EPA inspector. Also, it is interesting how he has different voices for every character. I appreciate his dedication to the role. Bill Stevens, thank you for the $2 super chat. What timestamp are you at? I'm at 1 hour and 4 minutes. Long live the king. Lion's just about to sing one of my favorite songs in the show. I, the king of the forest. I don't know how he does that. Anyway, Greta says, this film holds the record for the longest time in between sequels. The official sequel, Return of Oz, came out in 1985, 46 years later. Really? Was that considered an official sequel? That's interesting. Woof. Woof. Royal growl. Woof. Also, I love how that tail is just going like a mile a minute. Like wing, we're king. It's a great song. Krobas, I saw Return to Oz a few years ago for the first time. I've never seen Return to Oz ever. Darling, I working. I love it. It's so funny. It was directed by Walter Murch. Brilliant film editor. Creepy film is returning. I have heard it's creepy. Nuts. He sings it with such emotion indeed, you're right. I wonder how Freya thinks if she hears Odin sing. Oh, she hears it. She hears everything I say. Greta, this is the oldest film to be converted to 3D. Interesting. I didn't even know there was a Return to Oz. Laura says, Laura, yeah. I mean, I knew about it. I just never have seen it. Sorry, Odin singing. Mr. P.I. says, is this Chewbacca's Kunzi? Courage. The flag on the mast wave. Courage. CWD says, for a fun movie, at a later time, have you seen Jim Henson's Labyrinth or Crystal? Labyrinth is great. Labyrinth will definitely be on a list at some point. Dark Crystal probably too. Adalhan says, would you say I have a plethora of flying monkeys? Why, yes, La Wicked Winch. You have a plethora. Sure, you have a plethora of flying monkeys. Courage. You can say that again. Yes, 1 minute. I mean, sorry, 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 30 seconds. Wizard says, go away. Go away? And I was so happy. Yeah, you're right, Dorothy. Yep. The water for tears. This is so great. Laura, my Oz knowledge is lacking. Dark Crystal was creeptastic. Dark Crystal is definitely a classic film for sure. Sith Kryptonian, gotta go, y'all. You enjoy the night. Thanks for the advice. No problem, Sith. And again, Sith, ask me again on another stream when we're not doing a movie night, because I'll be able to give you a little bit more information. Because I'd love to help you out as much as I can, bro. And also, if you want to email me, man, and I'll help you out as best I can. Dude, Labyrinth, yes. Labyrinth will for sure be on a future. Comedies is next week, so I wouldn't really classify it as a comedy. So we might have to do 80s musicals or 80s movies. 80s movies, let's do that. Like 2 weeks from now, we'll do 80s movies. Because Labyrinth is fantastic. Somebody grab my tail. Super. We definitely have to do Labyrinth. Love Bowie, but somehow I've never seen it. You've never seen it? Yes. Oh my God. If you love Bowie, you will love. You will absolutely love Labyrinth. It's so good. It's so damn good. Super says, would American Psycho count as a comedy? No. That's more like dark comedy. So that would have to be a separate category. Corral, the bog of eternal stench. Yes. Poor Toto. Toto's just so confused, like, who has my treat? who has my treat? Tina's never seen Labyrinth either? Oh, man. Scrub Daddy, kind of off topic. What is your opinion on Bitcoin? It's a waste of money. I know there are some people that invested in it early on, and then it had a boom, and now it's crashing. I think Bitcoin is done, personally. Yeah, this scene as a kid. Imagine seeing this on the big screen, especially as a kid. Terrifying. Laura says, I like Willow and that Tom Cruise, Tim Curry fantasy with the unicorns. Oh, boy. I've never seen Willow. And other than my dog, who's probably like, yes, Dad, you said my name? You see, a while back, we were walking down the Yellow Brick Road. American Psycho is very interesting. Bovine fodder. Your wizardry. Well... Super says, and I think Labyrinth might be on Netflix too. Okay. So yeah, probably we'll put that on the list to vote for 2 weeks from now. Next week is going to be comedies. 2 weeks we'll do 80s movies. We'll do like 80s classics. Which means it might not win because there's a lot of really good 80s classics. Raw Mac, I have seen Clue, and it is one of my all-time favorite 80s comedies for sure. Ooh, that's a good comedy. Ooh, Clue. Clue's going to be on the... So, Three Amigos is definitely on the list. Clue is going to have to be on the list. Oh, man. It's going to be tough vote for next week. Every time I saw that movie as a kid, I thought to myself, why did the lion just die? Yes, Clue, indeed. The 3 endings is so damn good. I love it. Definitely putting Clue on the list. I think it might be a matchup between Clue and Three Amigos, because... Yes, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, those are both good as well. La Película Labyrinth es en el español. No, that's Pan's Labyrinth. Different movie. Different movie, not Espanol. Shaboom Shaboom, never heard of it. I'd turn back if I were you. Also, don't you love how the Scarecrow has a gun? Wouldn't fly in today's Hollywood. Yes, Tim Curry's acting at the very end of the film, Clue, is amazing. Also, the strength of these two guys, they are picking up a full-grown man in a 90-pound suit. David Bowie, yes. Yeah, also, saying the word in the name Spooks would also not fly because of the connotation of the word. Obviously, that's not how they intended it in this film, but... Greta says they have a weapons because of a... Oh! That's interesting. Cruel. Is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels the Emperor is the butler? Fun fact. Yes. Jedi Starcher says, my all-time favorite moment in Clue is the singing telegram. Yo, I am your singing telegram. Boom. 2 + 2 + 2 + 1. Yes. Oh, it's such a great film. Grant Tarkin, what's up, man? How's it going? Super. No, I have thrown a ton of ideas at you already, but would you ever be interested in doing an anime watch along with finishing Bebop? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I would be down for that. Fly, my pretties, fly! Of course, I always think of Hunchback of Notre Dame because... And also, not going to lie, kind of sad I was not able to watch that this week. I mean, I love this movie, but Hunchback is like my all-time favorite. No, Ramak, it's not the Mandela effect because he does actually have a gun. Like, that was an actual gun that he had in there. Super, there's a psychological thriller series called Monster that I think everyone in the chat would love. Okay, interesting. The little animatronic Dorothy legs. Still, again, for 1938, this is pretty impressive. Well, that's you all over. Cowboy Bebop is an amazing series. I'm watching it right now. Laura says, Madeline Kahn, he was always a very optimistic man. I'm sure it was a great surprise when he died. Yes. Oh, Clue is so good. Tina, they cut the Jitterbug dance scene. That's why some of the singing. Yeah, that's right, because the Jitterbug is in the musical that I was in. Because originally she sends the Jitterbugs first, then that fails, and then they send the monkeys. That makes sense, Tina. Cowboy Bebop is an amazing series. Also, who says, take back the shoes, but I'm not going to take them off? To do it, these things must be delicately. She's so great. Run, Toto, run. Yeah, Toto. Love Toto. Shenglong, what is up, man? 1587. I always wonder what your numbers mean, man. But, dude, Shenlong, thank you so much for the super chat. Always great to see you in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Super says, if you don't mind kind of weird sci-fi, you definitely would check out this anime adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo. It's so good. All right, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. He always puts in weird super chat numbers, and I never quite understand them. And then he puts it in there, and then he leaves. Like, he drops the money and then leaves every single time. Yeah, that's true, Jedi. That's very, very true. Just kick her already. And for anyone wondering, we are 1 hour and 19 minutes in. 1 hour and 19 minutes in. I'm frightened, Auntie Am. I'm frightened. Auntie Am, Auntie Am. Greta, trivia time. In this scene, there was going to have a reprise of Over the Rainbow. It was going to be very emotional. Oh, Greta, they should have done that. That would have been perfect for this scene. That's why it's playing in the background. Oh, that would have been perfect for this scene. This always scared me too. Her face. Oh my god, like the close-up of her face. So scary. Super. Maybe they're years? I've had to look up the historical significance of the year. Yeah, I don't. Every time he puts in a different one. Grant Targan says, Odin, when you're done with Cowboy Bebop, check out Grave of the Fireflies and Akira. Well, Grave of the Fireflies is a movie, and it's already been on my list for a long time. I own Grave of the Fireflies, and it's one I plan on seeing. So, Scarecrow is too comfortable with abuse, says What's Matrix. Poor Dorothy, PTSD. Cool, Brad. What format you watching the film in? Digital. Because it was the easiest way for this setup to work. I do own the Blu-ray. Aw, Bill Stevens, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Madeline Kahn and Judy Garland, 2 gals. I'd love to have a adult. Oh, Bill, keep it clean, man. Keep it PG. Come on. But I will say Madeline Kahn and Judy Garland are both beautiful women, and they are fantastic actors. Oh, Bill Stevens. Oh, we, oh, yo. Oh, we, oh, yo, oh, we, oh, yo. Oh. There's a theory out there that he kept saying, oh, we want the old one. And that is something I feel like a lot of people have kind of implied, because in Wicked it's revealed that this is Fiero's castle, and Fiero is actually the Scarecrow, and so obviously with the context of this film it doesn't make sense because obviously that wasn't the direction that they're given. But people have turned that into, oh, we want the old one. Super says, Akira is a must. I haven't seen it myself, but essentially started anime in the West. Grave of the Fireflies is incredible. It's probably the most depressing. Yes, that's what I've heard too. I've heard it's very, very depressing. I've heard it's very depressing for sure. But it's definitely still one I want to see because Miyazaki is just brilliant. He's so great. Let's see. Raw Ross says, Robin in Good Morning. Oh, we oh, oh, chi mean. All we owe. Yes. Lewin, thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Still interested in seeing it, though. Yeah, I hear it's a much watch still, so for sure. Oh, we wo, yo. Oh, we yo, yo. Oh, we yo, yo. Bill Stevens says, if I fill up the cookies, that means the Gary Sinise Foundation may get another donation from Odin. That is very true. Josh says, don't let Ryan Johnson do this movie. He'd get too many ideas. Oh, God, please. Never let Ryan Johnson have this film, ever. Yeah, Toto, you tell him. Let's see. Super. There's also Satoshi Kon. He was a master of thrills and psychological horror. It's good to know. Trey Nickens just came back and at a perfect time got to hear you sing. Well, thanks, Trey, for joining us. And now sign design is very, very true. Greta, the budget of this movie was $2 million, approximately $48 million in 2018 dollars. It earned only $3 million at $51 million on its initial release. Really? Wow. Well, that is before modern marketing, so they probably didn't spend as much on marketing, so it essentially turned a profit, but still, wow, that's crazy. Raw Mac, I can't bring myself to watch Last Jedi. I made it 15 minutes, turned it off. Yeah, Raw Mac, don't even waste your time with it, man. Don't even waste your time with it. Almost every cool thing that was set up by The Force Awakens got ruined by that film. Again, the Scarecrow using his brain. Seize them! Seize them! That voice, so damn good. Disarray. This way. Oh, what a world, what a world. Almost there. Yeah, we're almost at that point. Hour and 25 minutes, 40 seconds in. They're being chased into the room where the imminent end. Yes. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of spears. Lewin, that's a very good point. Television changed a lot of things and made a lot of movies what they were, for sure. I love beans. Who's your favorite superhero and why? How about a little fire, Scarecrow? I always take them. Oh, what a world! What a world! I always take this as a commentary on on most women in the rain. I'm melting, melting, melting. Sorry for anyone that might be offended by that, but you know what? I find it to be true more often than not. The only cooler melting scene is in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because the same line is said, but it's great. She's dead. You killed her. Scrub Daddy, what is your philosophy on life? Catholic Church. We're just dead. And take it with you. Also, I've never noticed the noses that was put on them. Grant Targan says, wouldn't Ryan Johnson make a great scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz? Yes. Joseph says, that wasn't water, it was urinal and the fly monkeys. I love beans. What's your opinions on The Godfather? One of the greatest movies of all time. I like part 2 better. Tina, that's what made the movie special. Seeing it only once a year in the days before BCR and all, and you only saw it on the network station annually. It's very true. It's very get melty with it. Na 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 na. But also, his head would be too big for the Scarecrow, but it would still have the same amount of brains. The man behind the curtain. Dorothy is a serial killer? One. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's more than one. She's technically killed 2 people. That's true. Is this where the phrase, the man behind the curtain, came from? Or was that something that existed beforehand and they were just playing on it? I'd be interested in that. Sergeant Ghost, what are your thoughts on the munchkin that killed himself in The Wizard of Oz? I don't know enough about it. All I know is that, you know, tragic situation no matter what. So that's all I can really say about it. Romac says, and now the so-called good witch is going to tell Dorothy that she had... Yeah, exactly, Romac. So the so-called good witch who could have saved 2 people from getting killed... and all of the craziness that they went along. Isaiah, OG Godfather is better. Are you excited for the Predator coming out? Yes and no for Predator. Because I do like Shane Black, who's directing it. So I think I have a lot of confidence in it. But no, absolutely not. Godfather Part 2 is easily better. Tracy attending, Roll Tide. I mean... doesn't bother me, man. I'm not an LSU fan. I didn't go to LSU, so why would I be a fan? Doctor of Think. I've got a brain. How can I thank you? You can't. Super opinions on the news that Venom is going to have a trilogy. Well, it's not a rumor. He did sign up for 3 films. So whether that's 3 independent films or not, he's going to play Venom 3 times. Scrub Daddy, your opinion on quantum mechanics and string theory and how it relates to Wizard of Oz, also Wizard of Oz great. No. Nope. I have not seen Return to Oz. The Triple Cross. The Legion of Courage. Shucks, folks, I'm speechless. Lando Calrissian says that Tom Hardy is easy on the eyes. Tom Hardy's awesome. Anthony Franklin says, Odin the Good Witch put a contract on her sisters and paid to her. Greta says, trivia time. Judy Garland won an Oscar for Best Children's Performance for this film. And do you think they should bring that back at the Oscars? No. I don't think they should. But that is pretty cool. Bill Stevens, thanks for the $5 super chat. If I sent you the first 3 chapters of my manuscript, would you read it and give me your opinion? Sure. Email it to me. I can't promise you that how quickly I'll be able to read it, but absolutely, man. Isaiah, Matrix or Back to the Future? Can only choose one. Psh, Back to the Future. Anytime. Back to the Future destroys the Matrix every single time. Hound 2000. Moral of the story, don't go down the rabbit hole. Yeah, the Oscars kind of are pointless. That's the reason why, personally, I just don't think it should. I mean, it's already bad enough that they're putting on this popular film category at the Oscars, and they should end the Oscars. It's pointless now. It's very true. The red shoes was Dorothy's Red Bull, says Rob Mack. We're fighting tomorrow? Nope, you're wrong. The Matrix is not better. I'm sorry, but you cannot tell me that the story of The Matrix is better than the story of Back to the Future. What kind of sacrilege did you do? Okay, what is The Matrix? Obviously, you're kind of biased. I mean, your name was The Matrix, but I'm sorry. Back to the Future is easily better. Grant Tarkin, didn't those shoes go? They went for a lot of money, for sure. I was petrified. Bill Stevens says, take your time, brother. Just donate more to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Everyone should. No, absolutely. And I shouted them out earlier, and I'll shout them out again, guys. Think about donating to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Help support our troops. Raw Max, Somewhere in Time is a good time travel movie with Christopher Reeve. Never seen it. But it's not going to be better than Back to the Future. Best time travel movie of all time. Ooh, those guards have guns. That wouldn't fly in today's Hollywood. The Scarecrow's face. Tina, Somewhere in Time is a romantic time travel. Bring the tissues. Of course, a cat ruins everything. That's why dogs are better. I don't know how it works. He won't last long. Super, just to see your reaction, what if I told you I've never seen Back to the Future? You're not welcome here anymore. Greta, when the balloon takes off, the Tin Man unravels the rope. The act surprise. That's true. Super, but I've seen all 3 Matrix movies. But oh, super, get out of here. I love beans. Says, how do you feel about beans? I don't eat them, actually. So that's how I feel about that. Here's someone who could help you. No, this is the woman who forced this teenage girl to go on this very dangerous journey when she could have sent her home right away. She then stole another woman's sister's shoes after her sister had died. This is not a good witch. This is an evil, evil person. Again, if you have not seen Cecil's breakdown of this film, check out, put in on YouTube, Cecil, Wizard of Oz. Should be one of the first things that comes up. It's brilliant. It will make you think of this movie so differently. Dunson, just say Thor Ragnarok on Netflix. What are your thoughts on that? Oh, man. Thor Ragnarok is one of the best Marvel films ever made. Oh, because she wouldn't have believed me. Yes, she would have. You were a witch that just came out of nowhere. You were already blowing her mind. If you had said, oh, if you click your heels together, it'll work, she would have said, okay. But in all seriousness, the moral is very good. Well, super, you disappoint me. Glinda the good witch. I love Bean's favorite show movie on Netflix. That's a loaded question. There's so many things on there. Bill Stevens just hates. Yeah, I just hate blonde witches. You're right. I just hate blondes. That's what it is. Josh says, how many hours did it take to put that green makeup on Kathleen Kennedy? Ah, that's mean. Dunson, I guess that hype from school has calmed down. I guess so. It's also a Sunday evening, and YouTube's notifications don't always work, so it could be a variety of things. Mr. B.I. says, Back to the Future is sort of comedy. Kind of. I'm not going to put it on my list for comedy next week, though. That's just going to be classic 80s movie. This line always gets me, too. Now I know I have a because it's breaking. Also, Scarecrow. I love how Scarecrow gives like a very awkward hug. I think I'll miss you most of all, but then he doesn't say anything to her. Grant Tarkin, YouTube. Oh, that's right. Goodbye, Toto. Goodbye, Toto. See, and now Scarecrow's crying. Trex32, thanks for joining the channel. Yeah. YouTube notifications are absolute trash. They never work, ever. There's no place like home. Also, if it's just the shoes, why does she have to use her wand to make the magic happen? Isaiah, Alien or Predator? Have you seen Phone Booth? I have seen Phone Booth. Phone Booth is actually a really good film. I love it. Alien is better than Predator. Hands down, easily. Specifically, Aliens is by far the best of either franchise. There's no place like home. I've seen these actors before. Ala Beans, what are your opinions on Alex Jones being taken off YouTube with his channel? My opinion is that YouTube, if it's going to treat certain political positions that way, they should treat everyone else fairly. Personally, I think they're being hypocritical if they don't. Like, it's hypocritical that Alex Jones gets taken off, but the Young Turks is a featured channel on their YouTube TV service. That's just hypocritical to me. That's just my thought on it. You might get flagged. Phone Booth is great. I actually really like Phone Booth. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Back to the Future is always going to win every time, guys. Back to the Future is one of my all-time favorite films, all-time favorite franchises. But Bill and Ted's Excellent and Bogus Adventure are both fantastic. And they sent me home. I agree with Aliens, but Predator 1 was way better than Alien. No, I like Alien better, but Aliens is by far the best. Phone Booth is awesome. Bill and Ted is off the chain, Lando. I agree. Super. Do you know how amazing it would be if somebody did an edit of this movie so that every time Toto's name gets mentioned in the song Africa plays. Oh, Andy M. There's no place like home. The end. Also interesting about the credits, so Toto plays Toto, but also if you see there, it says, it uses a very interesting term. It says the Singer Midgets as the Munchkins. So it's interesting that that's how they're given credit. It's also kind of sad that their names were not put up there. That's just how they were labeled. Greta says, last trivia of the night, it was said that it is the most watched film of all time. I would believe that. Yeah, absolutely. I would believe that. I mean, it is a classic film. And somewhere, again, without Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I don't know how popular this film would have gotten. All right, guys. All right. Third movie night under our belts. Hope y'all had fun. I'll stay on for a little bit longer, so that way I can interact with the chat just a little bit more without watching the movie. Yeah, it was The Matrix. Excellent film for sure. Neon Ninja, the chat is really popping tonight. Perth Comics, Predator 1 is cinematic gold and better than Alien, but not better than Aliens. Well, to be fair, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've never seen Predator 1 all the way through in one sitting, so I can't honestly say that Alien is better than Predator 1. But that's definitely a film. When we do our classic 80s movies, Predator will have to be on the list for sure. Greta says, oh man, I'm so glad I own this now. Thanks for the DVD. No problem. It's a Blu-ray, Greta, by the way. And I will correct you every single time. But you're welcome. Hey, you won the contest that night. So, was this the first colored movie? No, it was not. No, it was not. But I think it was the first to try and utilize both at the same time. Because also, technically, this wasn't black and white either. I mean, the sepia tone actually has a tone and has a color to it. That was magical. It really was. I mean, it really is just such a classic movie. And again, Judy Garland's performance is just so fantastic and so powerful. It's just great. Yeah, Bill Stevens, never seen it fully through. It wasn't, says Tina. Super says, one thing that sucks about Alien is that it's nowhere near as effective as it used to be. Saw it just a little while ago. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while for me since I've seen the original, but I own all of them. I own all those films. I do own all the Predator films too, so I do have them. I just have not had a chance to watch the first one all the way through. Lando says, Predator is a staple film, Odin. Yeah, that's why I have it. That is why I have it. Let's see. COW says, in Star Wars Episode 9, Rey builds a time machine out of an old ship, parts of a hybrid drive, kyber crystal, tons of duct tape. And wire ties Bonda. Grand Tarkin, what do you think of the Green Mile? Green Mile is fantastic. Scrub Daddy, it was a cool style. It really was, for sure. Isaiah, dude, really, why you have never finished Predator? I'd start watching it and then I'd just never be able to finish it all. Perth Comic says, Predator 1 is a film in two parts. First half of army action film and the last half is horror sci-fi. Heck, I meant heck. Sure, Isaiah. Sure. Just make sure you watch yourself, man. Jedi Starship says, Alien is better than Predator, hands down. The artistry of H.R. Geiger is beyond brilliant. He is my favorite artist. I will probably end up agreeing with you, but before I say that for sure, I definitely do need to give Predator its fair shot. Grand Target says, just seen it and said it was awesome. Good to hear. Super says, because it's so famous, the internet spoiled Alien for me, so when I saw it for the first time, I wasn't really shocked. It made me sad. Yeah, it's interesting, yeah. Anthony Franklin says, gotta leave, have work in the morning. I gotta go to bed, I got work in the morning. Hey, I do too, but it's only about 8:20 here, so I'll probably go for about 9 more minutes and around 8:30. So that way I can give me some time to finish up some things I need to. I got a lot of random notifications. Let's see. Reminds me I need to send some emails out. So definitely going to end in about 8 minutes. Scrub Daddy says, let me hear your best accent. I don't know what my best accent is. Why tore the Martin to you? I guess. Odin is 2:22 here, says Andrew. Oh, man, yeah, go to bed. Rob Mackey says, see you all at 2:28 in the morning, Emerald City. I mean, Emerald Isle. Hey, Rob Mackey, you have a good one, man. Super says H.R. Geiger's art is cool, but it kind of scares me. He was very strange. But still, I mean, it doesn't change the fact that the art was really good. Yeah, I love, because I am Irish, so I do love the Irish accent. No, Back to the Future does not have Andre the Giant in it. That's Princess Bride. You're thinking of the Princess Bride. You have a good one, Romac. Ooh, and sometime this week we'll have to do our monthly giveaway. So more details on that going to be coming out over the next week or so. Optimal Apple, first time watching, and I really enjoyed the stream. Well, thank you, Optimal Apple. I appreciate that. And hopefully you were watching the movie, because that way this stream would have made a little bit more sense. But most of our streams are a lot more interactive. You know, we only do this about once a week. So, favorite actor of all time, Heath Ledger's up there. And I was a fan of his before Dark Knight, so that's the reason why I say that. That just made me like him even more. Tina says, you need to turn in. I heard you yawning. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes. Wisdom says, I trolled Odin a little. Really? Did you? I don't appreciate that. Isaiah, enjoy this, man, but we fighting tomorrow. Well, Isaiah, you know what? You can try your best, but you're not going to win that one. Aliens is by far the best, for sure. Heath Ledger was the best Joker. I mean, it's hard to compare him to Jack Nicholson because their characters were just so different, but it really is just, it's not even that he's the best Joker. It's one of the best performances. It's one of the best acting pieces of all time. And I know some people are going to say, oh, it's just because you're just saying that because he passed away. It's like, no, like it was that good. It's just so good. It's just so fantastic. It's just, because I mean, even like, I go back to this every single time, like even just listening to the teaser trailer, when all you see is the flaming bat symbol, and all you hear is "I'm a man of my word." It's just fantastic. It's just so damn good. Scarecrow was the Matrix. Bill Stevens, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Quick reminder to everyone to look up the Gary Sinise Foundation, donate when you can, and just even leave words of support to them. Yes, please, guys, do check out the Gary Sinise Foundation. In fact, Valkyrie, can you all post a link to the Gary Sinise Foundation? Just Google Gary Sinise Foundation, and you'll be able to find the link. And, guys, think about giving a donation. Again, that's a foundation that helps to support our troops, and so definitely support our troops, guys. Tina says, on a serious note, Joaquin Phoenix has been reported in an interview that he won't do a Joker to please the fans. Any thoughts on this? As long as he does one, that kind of makes me more excited for it, to be honest. Because if he takes a different approach to the Joker, it could be really good. Again, the fact that it's Joaquin Phoenix has me very excited because he's a great actor. James, what's up, man? Super says, Heath Ledger's Joker was close to Daniel Day-Lewis levels of awesome. Damn right, for sure. And also, to think about what could have been had he not passed away. Favorite Dark Knight quote, says Scrub Daddy. That's a tough one. I'd have to see like a list in front of me to choose my favorite. But I love a lot of what the Joker says. Chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. I'm a man of my word. All right, guys. There is the Gary Sinise Foundation link. Please click on it. Think about supporting it. Think about donating. It's a really good cause. Jedi Starship says, if you clicked your heels 3 times, what part of the house would you pop in? That's a very, very good point. If it brings you home, what part of the house would it bring you to? I guess for me, it'd bring me in here since this is where I spend most of my time, it seems. Great Scott! Yes! That's definitely one of my all-time favorite movie quotes. But as far as like Dark Knight quotes, like that's definitely tough. Adam Shawhan, hello, Adam Shawhan, how's it going? Also, since Shawhan just got in chat, reminds me, I'm gonna give one more shout out to my patrons since I'm gonna be getting off in about 3 minutes. So Adam Shawhan, who's in the chat, Castellan Fry, who was here earlier, Dave Bob, Enrique Evangelista, Inflamed Wood, Jeffrey Toon, Matthew Kadish, Sly Jones, the DJD Show, those 2 ball guys, and Tina, my Valkyrie. You are all amazing people, and y'all are all my patrons. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Greta, had Heath Ledger not passed away, he would have been cast in Leo's role in Inception and Brad Pitt's role in Tree of Life. Oh, probably, for sure, yeah. And I mean, oh my God, that would have been so good. But also, too, he would have been in The Dark Knight Rises. And The Dark Knight Rises would have been a different film, and it might have actually been a better film. Like, The Dark Knight Rises, to me, is a film I don't really ever want to watch again. I mean, I love Bane, don't get me wrong. I love all the scenes with Tom Hardy's Bane because it's just fantastic. But, I mean, it's just lacking so much because he's not there. Scrub Daddy says, here is a very mediocre list. Yeah, you can't post links, unfortunately. All right, you're just going to put them? Yeah, Why So Serious is definitely a fantastic... Like, I love that one. Why So Serious is definitely up there for sure. Shawhan just got home from Indy after spending the day with world-class BSers. I was live on their stream. Really, Shawhan? That's awesome. That's fantastic. Shawhan, same... Cannot wait to meet on patrons. I can't wait to meet Tina and Steph. That's gonna be a really cool meetup. And since we all live relatively close to each other, it's not gonna be too hard. Not too far in the future, I think. Perth Comic says, "Are you disappointed we don't have fax machine printers in our toilets like Back to the Future?" Yes, Perth. I am extremely disappointed in that for sure. Scrub Daddy, you have a good night. Step about 2 weeks away. Yes, indeed, Tina. All right, guys. So we're gonna start wrapping things up. So thank y'all so much for joining, guys. We had a good, solid, 25 people for most of the stream. So it was just, again, another great night, another great movie night. So as I said, next week is gonna be comedy. So the two that are gonna for sure be on the list are Clue, and also Three Amigos. So we'll see what happens, but also there will be other options. I'm going to talk to my Valkyrie after I get off the stream to finalize the list. It's going to only be about 5 or 6 movies. So whatever ones you suggested, whatever ones they want to see are also going to be put on that list as well. And so be ready for that. That will probably be next weekend, maybe next Sunday once again. It seems to be a pretty good time to do movie nights. And also be ready. Tomorrow night I'm not going to do stream because me and a couple people are going to go see the... Again, because 2001 Space Odyssey is finally coming back, and it's in IMAX, and it's going to be the first time that I've ever seen the movie. We're going to watch that tomorrow, so I'm very excited for that. That's going to be around 6, so I'm not going to be able to come back on. I'm definitely going to do a review of my experience. I might even film before the movie, after the movie, kind of live reaction, and then try and cut that together to make that into a review for tomorrow, too. So be looking forward to that. Should have my regular video up tomorrow as well. And thank y'all so much for joining. It's been a really great night. It's been a fun time, super. Only because I don't know how well even Nolan could balance Bale, Ledger, and Hardy because they're so commanding in performance. Agreed, but you know what? Having all three on screen together would have just been so cool. Tina, have a very nice time. Curious of what you think of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna try. And another reason I want to get a full night of sleep because it's a long movie and I have a full day of work tomorrow, so I definitely want to be fully rested. Odin Rules says, Shawhan, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Greta, you have a good night. Jedi Starship, you have a good night. Thank y'all so much, guys. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you. Also, Bill Stevens, thank you so much for your donation. Shenglong, thank you for donating as well. And let me see if I missed anyone else. Nope. So Bill Stevens, again, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Also, again, another huge shout out to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Guys, go out and support them. Very good cause. Definitely do that. And also, guys, I will be posting the link to the poll. I will be posting it as a comment, as a pinned comment to this video. This video will only be live for a little bit before I unlist it because long live streams tend to mess up with the algorithm. So this will be unlisted at some point, but I will post it there for you guys. And also, it'll be posted on Twitter as well. So, guys, thank y'all so much. James, see you tomorrow, man. Peabody, have a good one. Yes, what is the Matrix? You have a good night. Grant Tarkin, sleep well. Tina, Mr. Peabody, everyone, guys. Hound 3000. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great, great night or morning wherever you are in the world. Y'all are fantastic people. I love you. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great night, and God bless.